Hi, good evening and good morning. On the Philippines is 6:10 in the morning. Dutrete power, and let's support our President Dutrete and our chief, the PNP, Ronaldo Dela Rosa. Let's support them and let's do the right things always. Do the right thing of supporting our president and our chief of police, the PNP, Ronald Dela Rosa. I just wanted to talk about him today. He made me cry also and feel so emotional. You know, people has to understand they are just in power in the Philippines only for a few months only. It's not years, it's only a few months, and they done so much. And everybody is expecting so much of them, our president and the chief of police. So the PNP, they done so much also, but we have to give them a chance. And people, please try to understand. They just running the Philippines only a few months. It's not years, only a few months. And Philippines is a big country. Every Filipino should know Philippines is a big country. Plus, it's divided. We have so many islands, 7,000 islands, to be managed by one chief of police. It's very hard. And also the trust of police. Everything cannot be in the shoulders of De La Rosa. He's only one man. He needs to recruit the people he feels right to be on those roles, and he has to recruit all over every police station. He has to have someone and a chief of police where he can trust. And these days it's not so easy. Still a lot of police is still corrupted. Still a lot of people, police on the streets, they do still bad things, and it's not easy to deal with it just in a few months. It will take time. So what I'm asking to everyone, every Filipino and everyone around the world, as a Filipino, to understand our president, understand our country, understand our chief of police, and to understand all of this, it takes time. And that's what we need to support them, not to criticize, not to say, oh, you guys promised this and that. All of us, we do promises, and when we do promises is there to be broken. That's something, one rule I learned is not to promise, because every promise we make, we will break. And that's why I also put it to myself, I will not use the word promise, but I use the word, I will do all my best I can to achieve and to do what is supposed to be done. Because when we do go into promises, we're going to break them. All of us. It does every human and around the world. When they do promises, at that moment in time, there's something they mean it. But along the way and along the road, something comes up, and sometimes you don't have no choice. You break them, and that's how a way of life and things like that. But I don't want us to judge our PNP chief. I don't want us to judge our, president for his work and for what he's doing. What is going on around the world at this moment in time is really chaos. It's going out of hand, like in US, also in our Philippines. People is going more crazy. They're going loco everywhere. And that's worrying for me. I'll go home soon. Next month I'm going home, and for my first time I'm afraid to go home to the Philippines. And I've been a lot of places, in squatters, 1 o'clock in the morning, 2 o'clock in the morning, everywhere, and thanks God I've never been afraid. But this time for what I see, what's going on home, and people and everything, it's like everybody's losing it. You know, it's nobody holding together. And it's like pressure, everyone is in pressure or something. Probably because drugs is running out, like our president was saying, drugs is running out, and people doesn't know what to do. And it takes time to adapt. It takes time for us to start thinking. You know, we're gonna have opportunities to have work, to do other things, and move on from life. Life will be better than ever before, but it's only to adjust. A lot of people to adjust is making so much pressure. And he's making so much pressure in everyone, not just the people, but also the people who's in charge in government. And we still have a lot of corrupted people. The only thing I hate it is, you know, these people we have two parties, one against the other. And this is really ridiculous. You know, we having problems in our country. All these people, we should be together, repairing our country, not going against each other, not fighting because of this, not fighting because of that. Everybody has their different views, but in the end of the day, we have to come with a conclusion. We have to come also with a solution together, even if we don't agree and disagree. But we need to put this puzzle together as one, because if somebody is pushing this side and that side, something's going to rip, and then you will never be repaired. And we need law and order. We do need law and order. We need peace in our country, and we need peace in our families and our hearts and everything. And that's why, you know, God brings us our president to this way to change everything. The same as God brought Trump to America to change the whole thing in America, because America wanted to control everyone. Even America before, it was doing the chip. They're putting chips in people. There's a place they call Walmart. This was a big company, and the Walmart already using those chips on people's hands. And then when they go through, like the work and everything, they just put their arm because they're chipped. Everywhere they go, they have a chip on themselves. So the government wanted to do controlling people, and that's what they want to do around the world. And they wanted to be together, like Obama and Hillary Clinton. This will happen before. They wanted to put people with chip, babies with chip. If you don't have that kind of chip, you will be cut off from hospitals. You will be cut off from everything, from work, from everything, from, you know, completely everything. And they will not let you having a choice. They will not let you having a choice without you have to have that chip on you, and your children has to have that, because they want control of everyone. But thanks God, God didn't let this happen. That's why our leaders at this moment in time, our Father, our God, choose them to be on this place to stop what Obama, what Hillary Clinton and the other presidents used to wanted to do, and people from Europe, all governments from Europe do agreeing to do that, to control people. But anyway, my thing about it, it was about our chief, the PNP police, Dela Rosa. Please, people, let's not judge, and let's not judge our president. Let's give him, you know, time and understanding. And let's stop protesting and fighting. Our country is going to fight. So many countries around the world is going to fight. Like US at the moment is going crazy, out of hand. Around Europe is going out of hand. And soon probably over here in UK it might go out of hand. And I do hope not. Like I used to say before, Europe is going to collapse by next year. You're already starting it, and it's going to collapse. US is a big hole in the economy, which is collapsing at the moment, but until Trump has to pick up all the pieces to put together, and Trump is the one who's going to save America. So history will change in a lot of sense of Trump changing America. And this is how it's supposed to be. Our president, Dutrete, also is the one to change our Philippines and other leaders around the world to change Philippines, to break other people, not to succeed what they were trying to do. Even the UN's, what the UN was also trying to do. So every country now wants to separate from UN, and this is the right thing to do. Let's separate from the UN, and let's let them NATO just to be nothing. We need to destroy that NATO to become nothing, And that's mostly what I wanted to comment. But also I wanted to comment about this protesting about Marcos to be buried. Like our president said, I do understand every president has faults, not only in the Philippines, around the world, and so many much more worse than Marcos. Marcos, our president Marcos before, he done what he done at that time, and luckily he was not much worse than the other countries. But we have to, forgive and let it go. If he's buried on the Heroes of Cemetery there, we just also have to just forget the past and move on to the future. We cannot move on to the future if we keep holding on to the past. So people around our people in the Philippines, please, try to forgive. We are a nation, especially our Filipino people, our country in the Philippines. We are so humble, we are so loving and caring and everything and understanding. That's what we are. So please, let's not forget what we are. And this is the most important thing. We are so humble and caring and loving people, us as Filipinos. So please, let's not forget our place. Let's not forget who we love, our Father God, Jesus. And let's not forget what our Filipino people stand for. And this is what we need to show the world, what Filipino people are, and caring and loving and caring for our families, our country, our people, and respect our people and our president, which we love and care. This is something I would love to also our Filipinos to start thinking. And remember, God says, forgive, don't hold hate in your heart, don't hold anything, angriness, hate in your heart. Just let it go, free yourself, we need to free ourselves from hate and forgive. We will not forget, but we need to forgive. And this is something I also need to become to understand, and everyone, we need to understand that. Forgive. We will not forget, forgive. There's no point we keep going on protesting for something is already done and is already passed. Yes, he was a bad man also. He done a lot of bad things. And he might not be the last one to do something which all of us will not agree, but we need to move on and look forward to future, our children, our family, our country, and the people who we are as Filipinos. So humble and love and care. So this is what I wanted to say. I know I have a little mix in between, but this is also what I wanted to comment. Please, let's show the world as Filipino people, as Filipino in our country and around the world as Filipinos, how we love and care and what kind of people we are. For now, thank you very much, and have an afternoon. And I know not everyone will agree, but this is our opinion. This is what we have to say and we have to do. And hopefully, we become with peace and love. Dutrete power. Always let's support our President Dutrete, and let's support our chief, the PNP, Dela Rosa. We are always with you, and we love you, and we always support you, no matter what. So we love our country in the Philippines, and we love our people. And all of it will be perfect in a few years' time. Dutrete power. Let's do the right thing and support our president and our chief, Dela Rosa, the PNP. Thank you. Have a nice day, and God bless. Bye-bye.